Peace, my family, and we're all back to all those coming out of that get cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good 9 mind. How y'all feeling? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in your higher natures and cleansing. Yeah, for sure, family. You know what's up. We gotta cleansing the lows. I came in here today to read. This is the L's Holy Qur'aan, and this is chapter 99, and it continues. So this right here will certainly help you on this good journey. So with that being said, family, let's read the divorce, and it reads. Begin our prayers and thinking by using the name of Source Surrounding, who's the most merciful. Muhammad and his followers are to count the Enochites, the mortals, the women, and if they divorce them, be kind to the women after their adha. And the source is sufficient for he who puts his trust in him. For the women who have reached menopause, their fixed term in 3 months, and Amen is after their pregnancy. And have 2 male watchers who will be just. The source has the power to make everything happen, and you are to let the women dwell wherever you dwell. The source will make things Yahweh after the Yuzar, and the Elohim will hold account the villages that disobeyed with a chastisement, and the source Allah has sent the Qur'an as a reminder. And it goes on to read, O you, the news bearer Muhammad, will you and your followers divorce the Enochite women, so divorce them for their prescribed term, which is 3 months, and count preserved term, and tremble at the mention of the source Allah in your wrath, and don't make them go from their housings, and they shouldn't leave except if they come with clear, abominable, dishonorable evils deeds, and these are the limits of the source Allah. Whomever transgresses and limits the source Allah to, indeed he has made himself unjust, and don't know that perhaps the source Allah will bring a tale after their affair, the command, and he may change the situation, and you want to get back together, and if you want to get back together. So when their appointed time is reached, for it has been fixed 3 months, so then take them your wives back with kindness, or support, or separate from them with kindness, and have 2 watchers who will be just and stand upright, that which you watch for him. And this is how you all are to acknowledge with it the divorce, and those who have faith by the way of the source Allah and the last day, and whose tremble at the mention of the source Allah, he will make his exist out, and if he follows the laws, things will turn out right, and he will provide him from where he cannot accept, and whoever puts his trust on the source Allah, and he not we is sufficient for him, and truly the source Allah accomplishes his not our command, and he not we surely has the power to make everything happen. And as for those who no longer menstruate menopause from your women, if you have any doubt of their fixed term, it's 3 months. And of those who have not as yet started to menstruate and become unclean, and as for those carrying a baby, their fixed term and shall be used, they deliver, and whoever trembles at the mention the source, he not we will make all that he orders easy for him. That is what the source Allah commands, and that which he not we sent down in all in the scriptures. And as for those who tremble at the mention of the source Allah, he will cover all their evil deeds and make for him a supreme reward. And you are to let him, the women, dwell in which you all dwell, and by the way of your means, and don't annoy them, and that you bother them. And if there are women who are bearing, so share willingly with them, and surely they bear their load. And if they breastfeed for you all, then you are to give a reconciliation and take mutual counsel between yourselves with kindness. And if you find difficulty, so let another female breastfeed for him, the child. And as for him who has abundance for wealth, and he is sharing willingly from his wealth, and has for him who is not wealthy, let him rest, provide, and share willingly for that which he has been given by the source Allah. And the source Allah does not charge any person with anything except to extend for what he not we gave it. And the source Allah shall make things easy after the difficult times. And how many villages disobeyed the command of his Rab and his Rasul? So we will hold them accountable with a forceful chastisement, and we will not heed the only not he punished them with a honorable pain. So the cities tested the evil test, and that which was commanded, and in the end of it, all of its commands was lost. The source Allah has prepared for them the objectors of the Malachi, Abraham, and a forceful pain. So tremble at the mention of the source Allah, and who are the ones to pass through the doors of the ancient magisterial order of Melchizedek, those who have faith that which the source Allah has certainly sent down to you all as a reminder, the Qur'an. And Ahmed recites the Qur'an, so perhaps you all will perfect yourselves and get out of the Zulumat. And there is Jannah for those who work to perfect themselves. And the source is he who governed seven skies, and the source is over everything and surrounds everything with his knowledge. And goes on to read, Rasul, the one Ahmed who recites you all the clear verses of the Qur'an, and the Qur'an, that he may bring out from you those who have faith and work to perfect themselves from the state unjustness or unjustlessness, spiritual darkness, into light. And whoever are faithful to the source Allah and work to perfect themselves, he shall enter Jannah, the enclosed garden, beneath which rivers flow, abiding in them eternity. For the source Allah has certainly provided the best provision for him, and the source Allah is he not we, who created the skies, the seven spheres of the planet Ketem and earth, its likeness, and he not we sends down his not our command between them, an astral belt between the heavens and the planets, so that you will know that Allah has the power over everything, and that the source Allah is indeed surrounding all things with his not our knowledge. That's a Ayun El Azim. Alright, now, so that right there was the end of that heading. So again, family, I'm going to leave it at that for now. Alright, again, check this out yourself. It's on the channel if you're interested. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that. Again, know that you are loved beyond this world and in it. Begin to spread that love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi L. Peace, shalom, my sugar divine love family, and watching. And it's all.